My name is Dr. Anthony Admire. I'm a board-certified plastic surgeon practicing here in Scottsdale. I love facial rejuvenation because it's really the most dramatic change or transformation that someone decides to make. You can really take someone that's 50, 60, 70, 80 years old and make them look 20 or 30 years younger. A lot of times I'll have patients bring in photos of themselves that were taken about 20 or 30 years ago. Just because I want to see what they look like before, because that's what we're trying to match. We're not trying to make them look different. We're trying to make them look a younger version of themselves, and a much younger version. So we have them bring in those photos of what they used to look like 10, 20 years ago, and I want them to look exactly like those photos. Fillers are great. Also, Botox is great to kind of minimize some fine lines and wrinkles. But then you get really to the step, and I get this question asked a lot when I do a facelift or a facial rejuvenation consultation. I've been doing fillers, I've been doing Botox, but I still don't like certain areas of my face. Do you think it's now time to undergo a surgical procedure? And am I ready for a facelift? Am I ready for a neck lift? Am I ready to get my eyelids done? I think fillers kind of take you from a mid-transition point in especially the aging process to then when you get to a point where the fillers don't quite seem to do what it did maybe 4 or 5 years ago or 10 years ago, then that's when we talk about surgery. Almost every single patient, they are pleasantly surprised how little downtime and how little recovery time that it's been. They said, if I knew this, 10 years ago, I would have had my facelift done 10 years ago. Number one, they think they're going to be black and blue, that they have to hide in their homes. And I really try to dispel a lot of those myths. And I think I've really been proud of what I've been able to do and the results that I get. And we make it very simple for patients because we get a lot of patients from out of town. They can't be here for 4 or 5, 6 appointments at a time. Usually 1 or 2 days after surgery, I take off the bandages that's wrapped around their face. But all the bandages, all the drains, if they have a drain, come out in 2 days. So it's really not that bad. So anytime anyone undergoes a surgical procedure at my practice, whether it be for face, breast, and body, but especially for facial rejuvenation procedures, we want them to maintain those results. We want them to be on a medical grade skincare program. So we set these patients up, and usually it's about a month after their facial rejuvenation surgery. They're ready for a complimentary facial that we do here in our office. And that really gets them set up for the rest of their lives. We get them on a monthly skin membership program. We have them do a facial every single month. We set them up with medical grade skincare products that will help them maintain their results, maintain their smooth skin, and set them up for the rest of their lives. My excitement begins before surgery, but also during surgery, where I can actually see their tissues, manipulate their tissues, tighten this or pull that, and really see on the table results of exactly what they're going to look like before they start the healing process. And they look at themselves in the mirror for the first time after surgery. It really, it's so gratifying, and it's so gratifying to see the excitement and see joy on their faces of their new selves and how they're going to look and how they're going to feel and how that changes, their lives and their outlook, and with their spouses, with their friends, and with their coworkers at work, and just how good they feel about themselves in general. I think what sets me apart, especially in the Valley here and certain parts of the country, is that I have really been a strong adopter in this deep plane facelift or facial rejuvenation approach. And I think this technique, which I feel I've perfected over time, is really the truly rejuvenated face, and that it's not going to last 1 year, it's not going to last 2 years, it's not done at lunchtime, it's not this 1 hour lift, it's not done under local anesthesia. It's really manipulating the tissues to really combat the aging process of how they got to this point in the first place. So it really provides a very, very powerful anti-aging technique where those results are going to last for a very, very long time.